Hello, everyone.
Greetings and salutations.
I am Electrish, and I'm here with a special guest tonight.
Very special.
Very.
Super special.
This is Kayla B.
Hello, everyone. Great to see you. And welcome to this episode of Static Desires.
Yes, we haven't done Static Desires in too long, so it's good to be back.
Yes.
And it's good to have a very special guest tonight.
Yay. I'm thrilled to be here. I'm super stoked. The music's going to be rad, and we're going to have like such a blast. So it'll be a good time.
Can't wait to hear it.
Yay.
Yeah. And so we have you here. So I have to ask a few things from you. I want to hear your stories because I know you have so many.
Ooh, there's so many to share.
I recently had my first dancing experience at a fetish event, and I know that you are a fetish event dancer.
Yes.
And I want to know, do you have any stories about just all of the events that you've worked? Have you ever had an event where it just really stood out to you?
Yes. So I literally last week just danced for an animal-themed fetish party, and me and my partner were dressed as horsies.
I saw the pictures.
And we had hooves.
Yes.
And, sorry, I know we're supposed to be serious because this is fetish, but I had a fucking blast. I was just like...
You were clopping.
We were clopping our hooves, and we got down on the ground, and we were like... Ugh. So much fun. I had such a blast. Horsey play is fun.
Did you have to watch horse videos or?
So listen, actually, I had to really think about my body, and I was doing a lot of the presenting,
movements,
like the lifting your arms up and doing a lot of these, and then your knees either have to be up like a horse or you have to kick back like you're like.
That's not easy.
No, it's not, but it was still fun because I could do it to the beat. So, and then when I was looking like fed up with something, I just push the ground back real quick, and it was awesome. I couldn't give anyone a peace sign or a thumbs up, so that was the downside of that. But aside from that, it was super cool, super fun,
amazing.
Yeah,
I love the pictures too.
What was it like for you?
So my first experience was pretty great. The venue was great. I think the crowd was great. The energy was great, and I loved it. They had fire performers, and I love the theme. It was like a circus theme. So
nice.
I love that theme, and I just had a blast. It was great. I felt very welcomed, which is so great because I'm not a trained dancer by any means. I was just having fun and having my first experience, and it was great.
Yeah.
So,
the one thing I really do like about the fetish community as opposed to the vanilla community is that there's
muggles.
The muggles. Yes,
muggles.
Yeah, the muggles. So there's a lot of conduct there. So anyone out there who's questioning, should I go to a fetish event? Should I not? Maybe you're into the the alt scene, but you haven't all the way crossed over into fetish. You should go. I wouldn't recommend a dungeon party first for you, just because that's more play oriented. Yeah. I mean, shit, some people just dive right in. Why not? But if you want to just check it out and just do it socially, I definitely check out a fetish event. But the good thing there, especially as a woman, there's more conduct there. So the men know not to just run up and grab you because you're in a really scantily clad outfit.
Yeah, exactly.
And you might have your ass or maybe your tits out, but they know not to grab you, or they'll ask very respectfully.
It's all about consent, which is a beautiful thing.
Which is hysterical because when people see me walking out on the street, they think I'm just batshit crazy. What are you wearing? Where are you going? Oh, you're probably loose or this and that, But the reality is I'm going to a place where I'm going to be treated better and probably have a higher chance of being safe than going to the average ass vanilla party, because there's just people at fetish parties aren't suppressed because they're letting their freak flag fly. Exactly. Freak flag fly. Yeah. Say that 3 times fast.
Yeah, it's a very freeing experience, which is amazing, and I think it's a very comfortable environment. Surprisingly,
yes.
A lot of people think it's not, but it really is.
Yeah, it's amazing, and the music is killer too. Obviously, we're going to have some amazing artists on that you're going to hear at this show. But for sure, it's going to be fantastic.
So speaking of the artists on the show, let's go ahead and show our first music video, which is by Actors. This is a song called Cold Eyes. Enjoy.
So mean to kiss your blood.
All right, that was Actors and Cold Eyes from this album, Acts of Worship, which is amazing. And if you guys haven't heard it yet, it is available now, and it is amazing. They just played in Tampa, by the way.
I was literally going to ask that question. I was like, I felt like they just performed recently.
They did, yeah, in Tampa. So they're on tour right now still. So if you can make it, I highly recommend going and seeing Actors.
Yes.
Yeah, so we were talking about the fetish events earlier, and do you have a favorite theme of all of the events that you've attended?
So it was funny that we were talking about clowns because like clowns is a really good one. And I say that because there's like a mystique and a grotesqueness to clowns. People either really enjoy doing it or are just terrified and they just cannot stand it. So like
there is an appeal to a freak show, you know?
Yes. And I love Sideshow. I think more than clowns. Like I like the whole idea of a sideshow.
Yeah.
One time I literally saw a guy lift a chick with his nipples.
How is that even possible?
Listen, he had them in and they were out like this. It was like a good, like a G cup, but it was only his nipple skin.
Wow.
But he was lifting her and she was a tall, like woman. Like it's not like she was a twig, but like.
Incredible. That's
fantastic.
That's amazing.
Yes.
I would love to see that.
It was great. But I mean, going back to the clown thing, it's nice because you get to do like all sorts of interpretations for it.
Yeah.
Some people do like the sad clown. Some people do like the classic, like bozo looking with like the afro and the hair, and it's so much fun.
Yeah. The Twisted Circus event that I danced for, I kind of just made up my own look, and I had like this big purple wig, and I just kind of like went with whatever I was feeling. And it was a really good time. And I believe we have a clip to show of that event, so here it is. So there you have it. The Twisted Circus was a good time. And I love that they had the fire dancers and, you know, just a lot of really interesting crowd members that night.
Yeah, for sure. Like, what was the most interesting thing that you saw there? Because it was like your first time dancing, but what was it like being an attendant? Like, what was wild there for you?
Probably there was a gentleman who asked to be a human chair, and he wanted everyone to sit on him. So that was interesting. I hadn't really come across that before in previous times.
So was he like a lazy boy where he was like...
he was more of like a chaise lounge.
Oh, he's a chaise lounge.
So he wanted three girls to sit on him at the same time.
Greedy also. Shame.
Yes.
No one likes to share their human furniture.
Yeah. And I was like, should I put my cat on this? Like, should we make it more realistic?
Yeah,
like,
where are the throw pillows? Where are those at? Did you bring them in? Probably not.
But that was interesting. You know, everyone has their own kinks. Everyone has their own fetishes.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting when you get to mingle with these people in the crowd. So
I found it fascinating. Like when I got into the scene, like I wasn't offended so much as I was like fascinated.
Intrigued,
just completely fascinated.
Definitely.
And I just loved hearing it. Like, even if they were being a little bit creepy about it, I still liked hearing the psychology. It was wild.
It is interesting. So, so you have done so many other things other than being a dancer. You have been a model. You are a model. You've been a singer, and your voice was so great with Alpha Quadrant.
Thank you.
I love the work that you did with Casey and Alpha Quadrant. So can you tell me any stories about that? Are you working on music now? Are you planning on doing it?
So right now I'm taking a hiatus only because one, I have not sung since Alpha Quadrant. And so I was telling everybody here today, I sound like dry SpongeBob when he was in Sandy's little house. And so that might not be a good look if I'm trying to like sell music. Yeah. I don't think anyone would pay for that sound, but who knows? People are human furniture nowadays. So anything goes.
Exactly.
But like I'm really focusing on just just building up like my fan base, I guess, again, because like with the virus, like nobody was really doing anything, including myself. Like I kind of wanted the break, but like after 2 years, you're just like, man, I just want to be human again. Like I want to feel like what that's like to be back on the stage again. Absolutely. And to have that experience and to engage with other people. So like I've been doing that, which has been fantastic. The modeling, which has been wonderful. I've had such a great experience with that. So maybe I'll do music in the future because I am a goofball and I do enjoy singing, but that's just something that I have a passion for. But
well, I think that's why it's great to have so many different creative venues and projects that you work on, because you never get bored and there's always something to go back to or focus on when you're ready. And it's just great to see that. And I love what you do. So
thank you.
Keep doing it.
Thank you. Yeah, I don't think creatives have just one avenue.
Exactly.
I feel like if you're an artist, there's still other things that you do. Like it's not just painting. Like it could be anything. It could be journaling. It could be writing. It could be anything creative. Like once you have it, you've got it. So
okay, so now we're going to be showing a new music video from VVMPYRE featuring Caitlin Stokes, who we have had on this show before. She's amazing, and so is VVMPYRE. This is a song called Offering, and it's very vampiric.
Refinements of your mind.
That was so cool.
Yeah, so that was Caitlin Stokes with Vampire from his new album and Offering. Love the vampire aesthetic.
Yeah, who doesn't? Who doesn't?
It's just amazing.
You could be young forever and just have excellent skin.
Yeah.
Check out Every Decade.
Yeah. The only drawback is you have to drink human blood, but let's be honest. We don't need all these humans.
No, I mean, like, you could get a hit list out there. Oh, you could be a vampire for hire. Like a Blade moment.
Definitely.
Except he wasn't hired, but I mean, like, it could be a Blade moment. Like, you're just taking out badass motherfuckers.
So who is your favorite vampire of all time?
I mean, I do like Blade just because he's a fucking badass. He's like a vampire, but like doesn't all the way want to be, but he's like
half though. So who's your full
on vampire? That's a good one. I mean, I loved Aaliyah's rendition for Queen of the Damned.
She was amazing.
I loved I'm a very visual person when it comes to film. So like,
I loved her movement.
Yes.
Her whole entire vibe in that movie.
And I looked back at it, like, I think I watched it like within the past year. And it's just amazing to see like what beauty standards were then and what they are now. Because she has such a relatable body type.
Yeah.
And she was so iconic and so gorgeous. And it's like, that could be any one of us because she worked out, but
she killed it.
It wasn't like nowadays where everyone needs to be like all inflated and sucked out and tubed out or whatever. She was beautiful. And just really her demeanor was so intense. Like so intense. That would be my choice. What about you? Who would be your like vampire crush?
I think that Lestat in the Interview with the Vampire films, which was played by Tom Cruise.
Yes.
It's so funny because not even the author, Anne Rice, thought that he would be a good fit for the role. And he just killed it.
Yes.
Like he just blew it away. And after reading the novels and feeling the character, I thought that there's something very sensual about him, something really bad.
Yes.
I mean, we all love the bad vampire aspect, so.
Yeah. Oh, I love it.
He's my fave. Awesome. And he's a rock star, which is just amazing.
Yeah, right? I was going to say, like, awesome.
So cool. Yeah.
He was a badass.
Yeah.
He was such a badass in that film.
For sure.
Especially when he crawled back, like, just fucking, like, all the way dead, still making it back. I was like, oh, God.
Yeah, the special effects were so, so good in that film.
Dude, I'm telling you.
It was
like,
crazy.
Not for nothing, but, like, what was I watching the other day? Oh, I was watching Muppet Treasure Island Super Fetish on a goth fucking show, but I was definitely watching Muppet Treasure Island. But it goes without saying, like, they didn't have any computerized or generated effects on that. It was all puppets and props. And it was like, I mean, it's a kid's movie, but like it was still killer.
There's something really amazing about the puppets and props and the animatronics that they use. It was such amazing work and so much work.
Yes.
Yeah, so.
Oh, love it. I love it.
Like all the old Jim Henson films, I still watch them. They're
Dark Crystal.
So good. I love the Dark Crystal.
I even like the Dark Crystal, like, update, the rendition, the most recent one.
Yeah,
love it.
It's good stuff.
Us goths can be nerds too, it's fine.
Yeah. I mean, if you think about it, we all have to have something to look back on when we were kids that was kind of fucked up that we shouldn't have been watching, but it really inspired us.
Yes. Oh yeah, 100%. Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, and now we're going to hear a message from Broken Nails, and then we're going to watch a music video for her track, Phantom.
Hi, I'm Kim from Broken Nails, and we're getting ready to watch my video, Phantom. Thank you so much for watching Static Realms and supporting the music. Have a great night.
I love a girl that loves synths. So yeah, Broken Nails. Good job. Good music.
Yes. I dug it. It's so fire. Loved it so much.
Yeah. So I hear that you have dabbled in the DJ world.
I dabbled. I definitely dabbled. I wouldn't say that I'm the bestest, but definitely I have dabbled. And you know what? I did really enjoy it because it was like another creative avenue like we were talking about before. And I've never done it yet. Never say never. Always say yet. I have yet to go ahead and do what I enjoy, which is mashups.
Oh.
I love mashups. Sometimes I'll hear a track and just think of a completely random set of lyrics.
Same. Oh, no. Well, I hear 2 tracks together.
Well, that's what I do too, but I think of the lyrics over the music of the other song, which is a mashup. So like, oh God, I would love to be able to get into that. I was just literally mixing songs at clubs, which is fine, but still not as creative. Like I'd like to actually create the mashups.
Yes.
Like that'd be so fire.
Oh, yes.
And you know what? A good DJ makes or breaks your party. Like,
that's true.
Hands down.
That's very true.
As you're going, like we're having this discussion about dancing.
It can kill the vibe.
Yes. And also if you're transitioning, like between your dance moves,
right.
If you're going from like something slow and then all of a sudden like he starts going like
crazy
ham, you know, and starts like throwing
you're
down
like,
something super intense. You're like, oh God, what do I do with my hands? Like you just start freaking out. But there's like a lot of different moves that you could do. Like obviously, like everyone's seen them at the goth clubs, but like what were some that you saw that were like really funny or that you gave names to?
I've seen like let's see what I could name. It's a very gothic move. It's like the wind and the willows kind of look.
Yes, the wind and the willows. I know what move that is. So I know one where the guys will like step to the side and they'll do this like shoulder thing.
Oh,
but
yeah,
they'll go out and they'll go
throw.
in, and then they'll go out and then they'll go in. And so like I call it like the lung dance because it's like they're breathing, you know, like out and in. That or like, you know, when you grab the spider webs, like when you're doing this with your hands, like oh God, this hallway is full of webs.
The cobwebs.
Yes, you could call it the Swiffer, you know, because you're just like dusting them out, and you just
yes.
Those are pretty good. What's another one?
Let's see.
There's just so many that get done.
Yeah. It's so fun to people watch too from the stage.
Yes.
Like as you're dancing, you could just be like drifting off into like your
Can I tell you that that's
world.
my kink? Because while I'm up there working, I'm staring at everyone else. And then sometimes in my set, I'll copy people that are on the dance floor just because like I'm like, that's interesting. Let's try that. And I'm there. So why not? I've got the space. Nobody's gonna like bump into me. And like if I'm feeling the vibe, they're obviously feeling it. Like, why not? There's this one guy that always comes up like at the end of the night. Yeah. And he's just like, you know, he's having a good time if you get what I'm saying. But like, he'll always like come in and he'll do this thing and I'll be like, all right, man, me and you together. Like,
that's cool. Actually.
I love it. I love it so much.
Yeah. It makes it so much fun. And you just, that's great because you can get the energy from the crowd and just do your thing too. So,
and I really like engaging with the crowd. Like that's one of my most favorite parts. Cause like, even if you're dancing, although you're there for atmosphere and entertainment, like sometimes if you get people involved with what you're doing, like it kind of like amps their night. Yeah. Like it makes it more engaging for them as it should be. Like you're supposed to like elevate the experience that they're having. So
yeah, that's what it's all about. When you were with Alpha Quadrant and you were performing, didn't you kind of like love the fact that people knew your songs and they were dancing to them and they could feel your energy on stage?
And I love that.
Respond to it,
I love when people were singing with it because I think like, so as an artist, to create something from scratch that other people are saying back to you, like
it's amazing.
It's so powerful. And it's like, I feel like, I mean, it's not everyone, but most artists are going to be super humble about like what they created and like what they did. So when they see it happen, it's like almost unbelievable. Like I can't believe it. People are singing and dancing. Like they just added this as a favorite tune. They just fantastic. Like I'm like sending us videos. I'm driving to work and like listening to your music. So fantastic. Dude, yeah, it's like killer.
People dye their hair green.
Not yet. I was waiting.
I'm surprised.
Listen, the only one I converted was my husband.
Well, yeah, it's great. And before you came over, I was like, should I put on a green wig?
Oh my God, that'd be so awesome.
The Kayla B look.
Bro, that would be so funny.
I'll do it.
You should. We'll do it one night.
I'll do it.
That would be so much fun.
Yeah.
I'll have a whole like little groupie. Like a green group.
Totally.
Green group.
Green group is great.
Sounds
great.
Group. No, I was gonna try to mix groupies and green together, and it was just not. It wasn't working.
If you have latex and green hair, just go with it.
Latex is another super fun thing.
Yeah.
That's another like kink that people either love or they hate. So like it's.
What's your experience with the whole latex?
I love it.
Life?
I love it. I wouldn't say I'm a lifestylist when it comes to rubber because I do know quite a few people who are, which is like fantastic. Like, especially like I live in South Florida. So like it's balls hot. So anyone who can do like full head to toe rubber.
Commitment.
Yes, it's commitment. And also they're losing water weight. So joke's on us. They're more committed to their health and their appearance than we are. So
it's healthy.
So not only are they expressing their kinks, they're also safely losing weight in their sauna suits.
Right.
But no, you have to lube it up. You got to slip in there. Like it looks amazing when it's on and it feels fantastic, which is great. The other thing too that people don't realize is it takes on the outside temperature. So if it's freezing cold outside, like you are also freezing cold. But if it's balls hot, you best believe you just left a puddle wherever you were sitting because it came right out of the zipper. Like
that's tough.
Especially if you're in your car and you get up and like, what's that puddle there? Oh, that was just me enjoying my rubber and looking fabulous.
Wow.
Just warning you guys, always pack a towel whenever you need somewhere to go if you're wearing latex pants. But aside from that, like. Yeah. I love it. Some people don't like it. Some people feel like it's super constrictive, but
I think it's worth trying and seeing, how it feels for everybody,
Of course.
Latex is an amazing, amazing look. And it's, it's really, really fun. So
I was going to say, you look like a badass. You look like a fucking superhero.
Yeah. Who doesn't want to look like that?
Dude, and it sucks everything in. So not only are you sweating out your water weight, you look thinner as you get out of it. You look sexy when you're in it. So it's like, it's a win, win, win. Like
latex.
And it's natural. It's all natural, guys. Like we're totally on that fucking vibe. All natural. It's rubber.
Yeah. So yeah, it feels like home. Feeling home. So speaking of feeling home.
Yes.
We have a new music video from a band called TRYAD. And their newest track is called Feeling Home. And it is amazing. So enjoy. Yeah, so that was TRYAD. And if you enjoyed their music, you can catch them on our previous Synthomania episode where they performed a live set exclusively on our show. So yeah, what is your favorite new music that you've been listening to?
Ooh, that's a good one. I just listened to the new Placebo album and absolutely loved it. But apparently some people hated it.
Really?
And I just don't understand why. Like, I didn't get it.
I actually haven't heard it.
I
haven't heard the newest album, but I always was a big Placebo fan.
Oh,
I think
my
they're so
God.
incredible.
I just listened to it like this morning. Like this
Really?
morning. Yes. Oh,
I'll check it out.
Beautiful.
Sure.
I loved it.
Yeah.
And like I can appreciate when an artist's voice doesn't change. When it
yeah,
sounds the
with
same
age
from
and
day
everything.
one, like
Yeah.
the consistency, the dedication, like
That's
just
amazing.
like, oh, not a crack, not a whisper, not a gasp, nothing. It was flawless. I loved
awesome.
it
Yeah,
so
I'll,
much.
I'll definitely check it out. I haven't heard the new one. So.
Yeah, the lyrics were killer too, which I completely
They always
geek
have
out
amazing
over.
lyrics. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Placebo is great.
Yes, I love Placebo.
Yeah.
What's another thing we love? I feel like it's cosplaying.
I love cosplaying so
like it
much. It's a big part of my everyday life.
Yes.
And I feel like I'm looking forward to going to conventions again because
Yes.
for so long I wasn't able to.
Mhm.
So I was just working on cosplays that I had like to catch up on.
Yes.
So I'm ready to like go hard and go to a
Mhm.
convention and just full on like do my cosplays. But I feel like the cosplay world can also be kind of constricting and
Mhm.
closed-minded. So I feel like if you can just express yourself in cosplay and be who you are, who you want to be, and
Mhm.
just do what you want to do, it's so much fun. But
Yeah.
a lot of people take it way too seriously, which is weird.
Yes.
But I know that
agree.
you've cosplayed,
Mhm.
which you've cosplayed a lantern, like a sexy
Yes,
lantern.
Green
which is
Lantern.
perfect for you.
Yes. Oh my God. And I actually made that outfit.
Did you?
Yes.
That's so
That's all
cool.
rubber. I made it
Yeah,
myself.
actually, it was in an old episode of Not So Serious Show, and I
Yes.
watched it, and it was so cool.
Yes.
I loved it.
Oh, I love it. I do love the Green Lantern. Like not
the
for
story
nothing.
is great.
Yes.
Of the Green Lanterns.
And
of
I
the
mean,
lanterns.
I'm a Ryan Reynolds fan, so I don't care what you guys say about the first Green Lantern
Like,
film. I watched it on mute, so it didn't really matter to me what happened. But that's just me. No, but I've done I like doing kink variations of cosplays.
That's fantastic.
I love it. So if I can do any kind of cosplay in rubber, I'm all about it. So I did a latex Sue Storm.
Wow, really?
Yes, in a transparent blue catsuit, which
That's
is even
fucking
better.
awesome.
Yeah, and I tell people I cosplay it all the time, even when I don't go to the conventions, because hey, I'm just the Invisible Woman. I was there. You just couldn't see me.
Did you have to commission someone to find the suit, the latex, the clear?
No. So I was actually thank God, I was able to go ahead and just buy it off the rack. There's a store locally that has it, but you can get them
Awesome.
online. You can just
Yeah.
search for the catsuits, and I got
Yeah.
in the transparent blue, but I'll tell you guys a cosplay hack. I wouldn't suggest doing this all the time, but you can if you print out on photo paper the logo that you need or the emblem that goes on there. So I had to print out the 4.
Yeah.
I just put carpet tape behind it.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I thinned it out just a little because obviously you have to lube up your latex. So
Yeah.
I just took a little bit of the lube off and I put the sticker on there. That way, if I wanted to use it as not Sue Storm, I could still do so. But it looked
Perfect.
fantastic in pictures.
That's
I
perfect.
loved
That's
it.
awesome.
Yeah, it was fun.
I love that.
Now it was
Love
balls
seeing-
hot in the convention.
Yeah.
Balls hot in
Yeah.
the convention. But there's a lot of people wearing just craziness when they go out. So
Yeah, I've seen some amazing cosplays, and I just hope that people go to the convention and they can feel like they can just be as free as at a fetish event or at any other type of place like that, because you can be as creative as you want to be, which is the best part about it. And I love cosplay for that reason.
yeah, and I feel like you don't outgrow it.
No, you never do. It's like being a kid,
Yes.
but in your adulthood, and you can just be as geeky and funny as you want to be. Yeah.
And now we have the money, so we can get all the
Exactly.
toys and we can do all the fun
Exactly.
things.
We
So.
work hard so we can cosplay hard.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what we
Hello.
do.
Hello.
That's what we do. Yeah. But yeah.
I love it. So
Me
don't
too.
we have this killer band coming up? Isn't Vision Video the next on the deck?
Yes. And can we talk about Goth Dad?
Can we always talk about Goth Dad? So I think he's his own phenomenon and doesn't know yet. Or at least I
Yes.
hope he knows.
He is.
Because
He's an actual firefighter.
yes, he's an actual firefighter, y'all. An actual one. This man is just fantastic. But not only that, I'm sorry, but like as a woman in the goth scene, my alternatives to like eye candy are guys with long hair and abs. And like sometimes I just want a nice, sweet goth dad to tell me some cool goth jokes. And, you know, he fits in right there. He even came out with a calendar because he was so considerate of his female fans.
That's amazing.
I mean, thoughtful, sweet,
Yeah.
thoughtful. I mean, he's got it all. But the band itself is excellent. Their music is so killer. And they also perform at Dragon Con. They have before, yes.
Yeah,
so like
they
they're
have.
also going to the cons and doing all sorts of amazingness.
Awesome.
Yes. What if you cosplayed Goth Dad?
Oh my god.
At Dragon Con.
Cool. That'd be so cool. We should do this.
That would be so
we
fun.
Should do this. Yeah.
I'd love it. One of us could be the one with the sweater and the pipe, and the other one could be like the more scantily clad one with the contour.
Yes. There's so many variations.
Hey, baby brat. We could do the whole thing. It'd be great.
Yeah. All right. This is Vision Video and Inked in Red.
History is drawn as lines across my face. With the bones through flesh, and will it always be this way? A change of hands again, contestant operative. You cut me down when I've got nothing left to give. A tragedy is written, inked in red. Words bleed on the pages. Try to raise the dead. A tragedy is written, inked in red. Words bleed on the pages. Try to raise the dead. I count the dying hours underneath the burning skies. I'm running through the forests in the dead of night. Each way I turn, I'm searching for a guiding light. But there just don't seem to be any signs of life. So here I go again, crawling on my knees through the jagged era of uncertainty. With my incompetence, it's painted on my face. And I am left here wondering when I'll leave this place. A tragedy is written, inked in red. Words bleed on the pages. Try to raise the dead. A tragedy is written, inked in red. Words bleed on the pages. Try to raise the dead. I count the dying hours underneath the burning skies. I'm running through the forests in the dead of night. Each way I turn, I'm searching for a guiding light. But there just don't seem to be any signs of life. As it seems that this life is a dream. As it seems that this life is a dream. I count the dying hours underneath the burning skies. I'm running through the forests in the dead of night. Each way I turn, I'm searching for a guiding light. But there just don't seem to be any signs of life.
Go Goth Dad.
Yes.
Go.
Go.
Yes.
That's so good.
So yeah. The next artist that we have a music video from is called NORMORIA, and they have a song called Touch Me.
Yes.
Which really reminds me of the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yes.
Have
Who
you
doesn't?
ever done a Rocky show?
Yes. So I've participated in one. I haven't been in one yet, but it was like amazing. Did you go to the ones where like they're like, okay, throw rice? Like it
Yeah.
gives you
Oh, yeah.
prompts.
Interactive.
Yes,
I
the
love
interactive ones
Yeah.
are the best.
Yeah.
What was your experience like?
So I actually went to Respectables in West Palm Beach, and they were doing a production of Rocky Horror Picture Show. And I went in like full on cosplay as Magenta.
Ah, yes.
And I had my hair all fucking crazy and teased, and I had like the maid outfit and the crazy makeup on. And I went to the bar to get a drink, and the bartender was giving me free drinks. And I'm like, oh, it's open bar. This is awesome. And he's like, no, I thought you were in the show.
You're like,
and
yes, I am. I'm the double, just in case.
Yeah, and the girl came out that was actually Magenta, and she was really mad. She was like, "What the fuck?" Because I was getting all her free drinks for the night.
Shit.
So yeah,
you think that the bartender was like, "Yo, that girl's been drinking like a sailor today. I mean, what the hell? What does she need 20 shots for?"
He just didn't know, and it worked in my favor. So it was a good time. But yeah, I always loved the movie. And just all the characters are so fucking awesome and creative and fun. And
I just love that Tim Curry was Dr. Frankenfurter.
Because
it's
good.
like...
It's one of his most iconic roles.
Yes, which is hysterical because I think in an interview when like they were asking him about the role, and it was like one of the first ones that he took in his career. So like for him, he was like, it was money.
That's
money was money.
Brave,
so
too.
like, I'm going to go ahead and fucking do it. You're paying me?
He threw on the garter belt and the fishnets and just went with it.
But what a symbol for someone's career, because I feel like Tim Curry has such like variety and so many facets to his experience. So like you might as well just start it off with a bang. I feel like his career really just went up from there because he's done everything from Rocky Horror to Muppet Treasure Island.
He's incredible.
Bringing it back.
He's the shit. He's so amazing. And Legend, when he was the Darkness, like
so good. And It.
Oh my God, he's just so great.
Iconic. Iconic.
But another great thing is Normoria's Touch Me video, which we're about to show. Enjoy. That was Normoria and touch me. Just
Woo!
kidding. It's called Touch Me.
Yes.
But yeah, it's great.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it so much. Listen, there's just like so much going on in the world in regards to
Really
like
there
music.
is.
We were just like on the break, we were just talking about like all the new artists well, not the new artists, but the new music that artists have come out with. Like I was talking about Placebo earlier. System of a Down came out with new music that we were discussing, which was awesome. And then we were also talking about like the emo screaming, like the metal screaming. So like as a vocalist, I can't do that for shit. And I don't know how they do it.
It's an amazing art that they can actually make their voice, they can control their voice in that way. It's so incredible.
On the key that they need it to be on.
It
like,
really
let's
is.
discuss that. Like, and how did they come across that skill? Did they just like randomly, like
It's just
one day, like in
anything.
high
I think you have
school?
to practice it. I think you have to sit there and actually practice it for a very long time.
But
until
how
you
did
can
they? Like, were they in like the
perfect
park just screaming along, like, oh, God, no, that was not a G. I needed to, that was a C. I need to get to G.
it?
Like,
Right. In the shower, they're just like, ah!
could you imagine as a parent? What would that be like in like high school and your kids like trying to like belt out some like
Probably really
death
annoying.
metal?
Probably really annoying.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, if something bad happened in your house, they would not give a shit. They'd be like, oh, yeah, Timothy's just practicing again.
He's
like,
just-
that's Tuesday,
he's-
5 o'clock.
yeah.
Yep, he's not getting abducted.
He's just working on a new track.
Yes. Bro, like, I don't know how. Listen,
It's incredible.
send in your comments and concerns if you know how to do death metal and to scream like wild.
I've
Like,
tried to do the death metal.
the growl.
sound,
The
and
growl is what gets me.
It hurts so bad.
Yes.
It really hurts.
I feel like we're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
But you know what was a really good show that I just went to? Dragon Force. I went to Dragon Force.
Tell me about
yesterday.
Dragon Force.
So it was wild, but he was he was hitting the hair metal high belting chords.
Incredible.
It's like like really like all the way up there. It was like fantastic, and they had these cool like arcade machines as risers. So like
the stage
guitarist would,
presence was just incredible.
yes, so they, of course, had a big dragon. You have to have a big dragon because they're Dragon Force.
Yeah.
So they had a dragon on there. But then they had 2 like arcade machines, and each one of the guitarists would just go up boop, 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 on top of the fucking machines. They were just like, yeah, this is my Mrs. Pac-Man, and they just like hopped on top of it. Like it was so much fun.
That's
and the
amazing.
pyrotechnics and everything were super cool.
That's sick.
The songs were amazing. A pit opened up. Like I was not there, of course, because like I'm too fragile for that. But watching from above, I was having like my little like deity moment of just watching the minions like
How great is
go
it to
crazy.
see live music and live bands that are so talented again? Like it feels
It
so
was my
good.
first like larger concert. So like I've seen local artists perform like at the local bars around here, which has been fun. But like I finally got to go back to a bigger concert venue, and I was like, I had such a good time just because I realized like how much I missed it.
Oh yeah.
I was like, wow, like everyone's like having a good time. They're
So much
vibing.
fun,
Like
yeah.
it was a blast. Like I had such a good time. It was like I forgot how much I missed it.
Yeah.
Is really what I think it was.
Definitely.
And like bumping into your friends. Like
If money
love it.
money or income wasn't an issue, what kind of a show would you like? What would be like your dream performance to put on with?
oh my god.
the
Okay, so that's
stage and
hard. That's
everything.
hard for me to try to
What
describe.
kind of theme would you think you would go for?
So I don't know what kind of theme I do because I'm so like
There's too many things,
there's too
right?
many. So
Yeah.
like you can either go with like a killer light show, like have like this killer LED wall doing all these like crazy graphics and like holographic things coming up. Have you ever seen the Gorillas do a live show?
Oh yeah, it's
So, like,
amazing.
fucking holographics coming out the
So
ground.
cool.
Like I that'd be
Can I have
killer.
an avatar?
Could you imagine if there were 3 more of me's doing the harmony on this
Sick.
show? Like that'd
Sick.
be wild.
So cool.
Or you could go like the Rob Zombie route. Like I know like everyone sometimes gives him a shade for some of the films he comes out with and some of the like visual shit he does. However, if you've ever seen a Rob Zombie show live, the production
Super
is
cool.
impeccable.
Yeah.
Like I saw them like back in the day when it was they were co-headlining with Korn
Yeah. Oh yeah.
and Rob Zombie.
Way back in the day.
And so Rob Zombie went on before Korn. That's just how it was in the lineup and the location. Rob Zombie went on, Korn went on, and I was not that impressed because I literally just saw
Rob
fucking like
Zombie.
pyrotechnics
Yeah,
and like all this
yeah.
fucking crazy shit.
Yeah.
And then of course there's Jonathan Davis strolling around the stage. I was like, you know what? Like I love the
think
music,
Rob
but
Zombie has always been like a true artist. He's very, very into what he does, and I think that's so awesome.
yes,
You
I
know?
love that. But in regards to like no budget, like I don't know. Because then you have the stages that are in the middle of the crowd.
Yeah, you could do all kinds of things. You could like come in from an airplane and get dropped off.
Oh my God, could you imagine?
Something
What if you were
crazy.
dressed like an army man and you had like the green army man? You could cosplay one of the guys from Toy Story and just like hop on in and then like jump on your mic.
See, the sky's the limit.
Yeah, you could do anything.
amazing.
Or I could just blow up my inflatable cat suit and just like float on down. Like, it could be a number of things. Just
could.
fill that bitch up with helium.
Yeah.
Could be
you
a
could do that.
legitimate balloon.
Yeah.
Well, then I guess I'd float.
I would
right?
go to that show. I would go.
Maybe I could just float above the audience and there would be no stage.
Yeah.
And then someone would just have to follow behind me like
That would be
I have a
crazy.
blimp, like just like hosing me every so often.
That would be crazy. Oh, there's a lot of like EDM shows that have crazy stage props and just all these things that look so otherworldly. It's just it's so amazing because there is a budget for it and people have done it, and it's just like if you're able to see that,
Yes.
it's just amazing.
Have you ever seen a Guar show though?
Oh, I wish. I wish.
God, I saw a Guar show.
Did you?
Oh my God, yes. So at the same
Awesome.
venue I was at yesterday, I saw like Guar wasn't there
Perfect.
recently, but like years ago.
Nice.
But like, oh my God.
and they're still at all their whole stage.
yes.
presence thing. Oh
but
my
like
God.
they'll have like different stuff come out. So like they'll cut someone's head off and then blood will like fly into the stage. And it's like
Amazing.
everyone's there for it. Like the audience is like, hell yeah, spray me. And everyone's like,
Yeah.
all right, I'm pulling out this person's intestines, you know, and they have this whole like theatrical like disembowelment and like everyone's like getting hosed down with whatever's
That
in the
sounds
intestines.
amazing.
And everyone's like, yes.
Who wouldn't
Bro,
love that?
And
That's
there's
so
people
cool.
like, I think they had people on stilts or some shit. Like they had taller, like, you know, people there. Like it was
Awesome.
wild.
That's awesome.
Talk about a production. Like that's
Yeah.
very interactive.
Yeah. What do you
That's
think
so
the
cool.
budget is like for a gore show?
Oh my God. I don't even know.
They probably have such crazy
So
props
much.
and things like that just
Yeah.
laying around that they just bring to every show. And,
So I think the cost is more in the transportation of the shit that they
yeah, most likely, yeah.
But you know, if we don't care about the money, I mean, who cares about the transportation?
Yeah. Yeah. But that just goes to show that there's so many people that are all about putting on a great show. And I think that's so fantastic. And it's great to see. And it's great to be able to see that
Yes.
again. So
I know I'm excited for 2023,
Me too.
like to see what like kind of tours are going to come
Yeah.
out and all that kind of fun
Yeah.
stuff. 'Cause,
Oh,
like
absolutely.
we're all eager. Like, please come out and please come out to South Florida. Like, you guys probably won't. You'll go to Mid Florida, but you know it's fine. You'll go to Central Florida or Tampa, which
Yeah.
works for us. We'll still go there, but bro, I can't wait. Just come on down.
Yeah.
The weather's great, and we're not all crazy.
yeah.
Speaking of crazy, our next artist is coming up with like a killer music video, aren't they?
This is Matt Hart and Decimate.
Decimate.
right, that was Matt Hart and Decimate. Check out his interview with Zarina on Absinthe.
Nice.
Yeah, so Kayla B.
Yes.
Thank you for being on the show.
Yay!
Finally.
I love it. Static Desires.
Yeah, what do you have going on?
So I have a bit going on. There's actually super exciting goth things going on. Like finally, again with this thing. I don't know what it is with South Florida and the goth community being very staggered, but it's a thing, unfortunately. But there's going to be a Cure tribute on the 22nd over by Respectables, which is in West Palm Beach. If any of you are local to Florida and West Palm Beach, you should definitely check it out. That's going to be so much fun. And then there's an event on the 23rd, right?
Yes, so there's an event on the 23rd, which is KirbyCon, and it is in Revolution in Fort Lauderdale. And it's going to be hentai, anime, dirty themed with amazing music.
Yes, the Starry Night's going to be performing.
Yeah,
so I get to see my buds again. I'm so excited.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. So I'm looking
It's like going to be like a goth weekend.
Totally. The Cure and then a hentai con with amazing music. Yeah, let's do it.
Totally the vibe.
Let's go.
Yeah, aside from that, like I don't know what else I have going on. I'm probably just going to mosey onto this table and like grab a cookie because I'm feeling peckish. So
definitely
I'll
have
like,
a cookie.
Oh, never mind.
Oh,
ask and you shall receive.
She got her cookie.
You see?
She got her cookie.
No, I'll wait until after. I won't tease you with that. That costs extra.
I know that next month in May, I am looking forward to attending MegaCon in Orlando. Oh my God.
MegaCon's going to be so good.
Oh, I love MegaCon. It is 4 days of absolute amazing cosplay, and I'm going to go hard this year. So if you guys can make it, you should definitely attend MegaCon in Orlando. I'm looking forward to it so much. So
yay! How exciting.
Thank you once again to Kayla B.
Thank you for having me.
Static Desires.
I love it. Yes, love it so much. And thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, like.
Where can we find you on the interwebs?
On the interwebs. I thought sometimes you could find me at some spots
on the dark web. Where can we find you?
But online you could find me Kayla B Official. So Kayla B as in the Bumble, and then official as in it's me and no one else. On Instagram, Twitter, everywhere. Even on Venmo if you're feeling generous. But yeah, I'm everywhere. Like, engage with me, talk to me. I love meeting new people and learning new things. And like, this has been, again, like such a wonderful experience. Like, I can't wait. Yeah. So much fun.
I always love seeing you at events, and this has been so much fun. So thank you again.
Yes, I love it.
And as always, you can find me at Electrish on Instagram, Facebook, Electrish Cosplay, and Static Realms. And coming up in April on the 22nd, I'm going to be hosting New Retrowave TV. So check that out. Thanks again for watching. This is Static Desires.
Bye, guys.